Hello, everybody. Once again, Las Vegas Collectibles. Um, Wanted to just put out a video about a couple things. So, one, I finally saw for the first time ever Sports Card Radio. He has a YouTube channel. I don't know why the algorithm has never brought him up into my videos, suggested videos or anything else, but today it did. Today was the first time. And it's really surprising to me because I put out a lot of information and stuff that says the same things. So it's really surprising to me. I mean, this guy's saying, obviously, no two people will ever have the same thoughts on everything. So I differ from him and he differs from me on certain aspects. But I love what he had to say today, and he just kept it extremely real. So I appreciated that. I even let him know that I appreciate it. I said, "Love what you're doing. Thank you for just shooting it straight and everything like that." I think he did a great job. So my recommendation is check him out. And I'm going to start watching more of his content. I subscribed to him, and that was great. Really, really great. Yeah. And so, yeah, just very supportive of him and what he's doing. Good stuff. He makes a comment about sports car. I mean, it's even in the title of his video, Sports Card Investor. And he's making, like, that's kind of, I guess, the poster boy for the group of people he's talking about, where it's even people like myself who have come into the trading card hobby within the last 48 months and have started to figure out what's going on in the sports card space. People like Sports Card Investor who had the resources to really kind of go big, go really fast. They did. And, they were able to create apps and all these other, streams of revenue, and they're going to do great things. I think it's still, just like he's saying, a net positive for the hobby. I agree with him. The more people you can positively communicate with about the hobby, the better it is for the hobby, obviously. But it was really interesting how he was talking about how basically none of these people basically knew anything, and then they just started talking like they did. Yeah. And I did kind of the same thing. I was really relying on my experience in the comic book world, and I'm still relying on that because that experience is just so much greater than what I have in the trading card space. So even though I have some form of experience in I would say a related genre of collectibles, it's not the same thing, 100%. And so, yeah, so there's growing pains, right? When I first started getting into the hobby world, I looked around for people that were sharing information that made sense to me. And one of those people that I found was Rudy from Alpha Investments. And so he was really a catalyst for me, and really a point of research and a point of expertise for me. And it was hilarious because when Sports Card Investor came out and started doing his videos, Personal Finance Dad, Neo, I don't know how long Neo's been making videos, by the way, but I found him this year for the first time. Who's that other guy? The Comeback Card Investor, Loco Cards. When these people started coming out and making videos, I was like, what do you... And I still do it, and to the point where I don't watch as many of their videos anymore. I do try to support them. I think they're still a net positive for the hobby, so of course I want to support them. However, I don't watch as many of their videos because I would continually catch them saying things that Alpha Investments has been talking about for years. Since like 2016, and they're stating things like, "Oh, this is brand new information." No, you're just new. You're just new. Yeah. It's like if you ever wonder why history repeats itself, is because there's not a lot of students of history. Like, that's just straight up the truth. The reason history repeats itself is because there's not enough students of history. So, for instance, when Sports Card Investor came on the scene and so many other people, they started just sharing their experiences and sharing what their belief is about what they're doing, which is great. I have no problem with it. However, it was obvious that they've had done little to no research into the hobby prior at all. Otherwise, they would have found out about alpha investments. Like they would have, if they did enough research about cards, the market of cards, sooner or later they would have stumbled on alpha invest. I mean, they're huge. How can you not? How did I find them? Right? I did enough research to the point in which I found him. He's significant enough in the card collecting world, investing world, whatever. Yes, he is non-sports card related material, but he's such a significant part of the collectible hobby. You're going to find somebody that mentions him. So they should have found him, right? But anyways, I would leave comments on these people's YouTube videos about you're saying things like it's brand new when Rudy has been saying that for 6 years, about the NFG and how sealed product continues to go up even though the cards inside continue to go down, and just like little things. And that's actually what made me stop watching their videos, because it was clear that they were operating in their own bubbles. Now, when I say I stopped watching their videos, I just don't watch them completely anymore. I skip over a lot of this stuff, and I just try to get to the highlights, because so much of it is just filler. Like Sports Card Investor videos, the content doesn't start for at least like 2 minutes into its video. The Great Curator, the same thing. The Personal Finance Dad, I think it's like 1 minute into his videos. It's they're all trying to sell something to you. They're all trying to push something on you. Whether it's their quote unquote belief system or their their sponsors or whatever it is. So I don't have time for that. So I kind of just don't watch their videos anymore. I skip to see what they're talking about, and if I have some kind of desire to finish their videos, I will, but I'm not. Like, I'd rather watch Rudy break a box of Magic the Gathering and chit chat about nothing, But if I had the choice. So, anyways, just wanted to bring this up. Sports Card Radio. If you haven't seen his stuff, check him out. I think he's putting out some real refreshing information. And it's the same reason I started doing this YouTube channel, is because there wasn't enough people talking about these perspectives, and all you would see is like the same freaking information, the same rhetoric being spewed out by all the same content creators, right? Everybody that had a name in the content creator world, they're all saying the same thing. They're all a bunch of robots. And it motivated me, and it made me angry enough to start my own YouTube channel. Same thing with why I started my own business for selling comic books, because I got pissed off at all the big players in the game ripping people off, and so I don't want to operate in a world where that's the only choice for so many people. I sell stuff extremely cheap, which brings me to my second point. I am not a good salesman. I'm not. I try to figure out how to list objects and get, they're on eBay, they're called impressions. So you have to like fill out enough information about your product that you're selling. You have to, put a bunch of keywords that people actually search for in the title of your listing, and like you have to figure that out, and you have to promote your listing to a certain point. So that way you get impressions, right? You have to get impressions to get people to actually visit your eBay store, for eBay to actually promote your store and drive sales to your store. I suck at it, right? Also, I don't believe in charging ridiculous, unfounded amounts of money for things. However, I do believe some things are actually worth more money. than other things. So I don't charge a lot of money for my stuff. I'm not somebody that's very pushy about any of my things and stuff like that. So the reason I'm bringing this all up is because I broke 14 boxes of stuff. 14 boxes, right? I did 1 box a day for 14 days, for 2 weeks. Of so many freaking singles. They're all, like everything else, 99% of them will never sell. 99% of everything that comes out of a freaking box is worthless, right? Or it's worth so little, it's not worth putting on eBay. So I have all these freaking singles, and I'm sitting over here every night. Every night I'm sitting over here, putting them in brand new top loaders. All these freaking singles. It's just blowing my mind. But it also, which is my second point, really hammers in the thought, hammers in the realization that I had. If you're ever going to open a sealed box, like I have this, hold on, I have, heavy plate. No, I have this Witchblade, right? This is a beautiful, like 2014, collector cards. It has sketch cards in here. It has autos. It has all kinds of cool stuff, right? This box right here on the open market goes for anywhere between $60 and $100. If I open this box, I should expect to get 30 to 45% of $60 back. So I'm not really great at math, but it's something like $20 out of this box. Everything else is just trash. So I better really want what's in there. Also, that's the expectation. However, after listing all these singles and still trying to list these singles, still putting these singles in these stubborn little top loaders that end up smashing up against your cuticles, and then you cut that and it just burns, and it's so annoying. If you think that you're going to be able to open a box and sell the cards in there, first, before you even think about it, just search for the cards inside. So this is a 2014. You could even look at my search history. I haven't even looked this up yet. Okay, 2014 Witchblade collector cards. Oh, hold on. Come on, we're gonna find this and we're gonna learn how to spell at some point. Collector cards. Oh my goodness, what is this? Randy Green? Okay, Randy Green is a big name. For me, I think there's a lot of people that know who Randy Green is. I'm gonna just put in an offer of $10 right now. Yeah, I want that. Hell yeah, I want that. I'll put in an offer of $9.95. Send offer. Ain't nobody making offers on this thing. I bet you I get it by the end of this freaking video. Who is this? Gary Kazili? I don't know if that's the right name. Wow, there's some really cool sketch cards in here. Nathan Ollendorf, not bad, pretty famous. Oh, I wonder if this is a puzzle. I wonder if he has a bunch of these. Alan Gienta, no. Bill Moss, no. So look what's selling, or look what's listed, right? So these are only the sketch cards. Who's this? Ron Mars? What? $9.95. Make an offer. I like Ron Mars. See, I'm the guy. I'm the guy whose these products are made for. Nobody's making offers on this. Come on. You know you want to accept it. You want to accept it. All right, look, here's some packs. A lot of 10 packs. So in this box, there's 24. So that means they probably opened up 14, got to the sketch card, stopped, and now it's putting the rest of them up for sale. Because each box will have, on average, a single sketch card. So that's probably what they're doing. They're probably trying to cut their losses, right? But look, complete card set. Michael Turner with 4 promos. With 4 promo cards. So it has all 4 promos and it's the entire set for $11. So if you think you're going to break this apart, open this box up and get $20 back, right? Because the expectation is 30 to 45%. And this is roughly selling for between $60 and $100. So start low. So 60, 30%, around $20. If you're not going to get it, right? Because look, you could buy the entire set for $11, and you can buy a random sketch card for $9.50. Like, you're just not going to get it, right? So I think this is something that's really hit home for me. And I think a lot of people really need to figure this out for themselves. So yeah, first do the research into the box before you open it. Because all these freaking singles that I have that I think are great, I do. I think they're great. I'm putting them in top loaders so that way I can sell them at a show. You know, I'll put them in dollar boxes and I'll end up putting a sign on the dollar box that says 50% off. So all cards are 50 cents or something like that. And I'll sell whoever wants to buy them for cash. But yeah, nobody's buying these things, right? The people that buy them, I'm the one that buys these things, right? There's not a lot of, look at this sold. I bet you there's not too many. Oh, that's an awesome one. What? I want that. It's out of 50. $6 and out of 50, gold border, $6.95. Oh my gosh, these are out of 50 too. So jealous. So jealous. $7. $7 freaking dollars. Oh my goodness. So do your research first. If you are going to open a box, really understand what the value is expected out of there, and not what some freaking person says, well, if you open 40 boxes, your average value per box. No. Nobody's going to spend enough money. No normal person is going to spend enough money to open 40 freaking boxes and then have an average expectation. No. If you're lucky, you're going to sell the sketch card. If you're really lucky, you'll sell maybe 30%, 30 to 45%. Just keep that in mind. Want to hammer that home. And do that with all your products. Not just these older products, okay? Really do the research. Who's buying what? All right. Other than that, just hammering in that point home. Check out this guy, Sports Card Radio. Does a great job. I'm going to support him now. Absolutely. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. And I think I'm going to open this box. If I do, I'll record it and share it with you. Take care, everybody.